How to level up your mindset. Before we move on, why do you need to level up your mindset? Why bother? Because your mindset gave you the current results. And if you detest your current outcome, you have to change your mindset. Some of you will sit down there and say, well, I don't see the linear correlation. How does my mindset equate my results? Well, if you're slow, I'll explain it to you in one sentence. Your mindset determines how you act. How you act produces the total outcome of your life. If you go to the gym, tear down those muscles and attain a good physique, your mindset, you thought about it, right? And your mindset inspired you to take action. That action being lifting up a bunch of heavy objects, which produced the result, a good physique. You see the correlation. So majority of you, when you have a problem, you operate in reverse of these fruits I share to you. It's result, action, and mindset last. I have a problem. For instance, my friends are calling me fat and overweight. Instead of actually taking action, here's what I'm going to do. I will change friends. People laugh at me because I'm poor and broke. Instead of actually working on my finances, I'll go out and buy that Gucci belt, that Louis Vuitton, that anything to make me look extravagant. But my friend, if you keep employing those kind of strategies, you would only end up a carcass of another man's dream. Yes, the dream they're selling to you. Louis Vuitton told you that buying their product makes you look cool. Spending thousands of dollars in a club purchasing overpriced drinks makes you look cool. Of course, if you get to a certain level, I'm not trying to debunk those activities or recommend that it's bad for you. If you get to a certain level and you can afford the lifestyle, of course, go for it. But what I'm against is going beyond your means to satisfy this lust. It's never going to work out well for you, especially if you're on your journey for financial pursuit. Your mindset determines the quality of your life, as I just shared. Now, I don't want this video to be long. I will make it very concise. I have a commitment to you guys to give you value day in and day out. So we'll get straight to the point. One of the ways you can level up your mindset is the will to do it. Remember when JFK traveled to NASA? He asked Von Braun, what would it take to put a man on the moon? Well, Mr. President, the will to do it. You, my friend, must sustain the will to do it. Majority of you have been stuck for years in the planning phase. Majority of you are waiting for something to happen or waiting for every single thing to align. When I move out from this noisy apartment, I'll start that channel. When I get X amount of capital, I'll begin that business. My friend, nobody started with all the advantages. You don't start climbing a tree from the top. Yeah, there are billionaires who inherited a bunch of money, but exceptions does not cancel the rule. Unfortunately, so the world functions on generalization. If I walk up to you and say military personnel, what gender comes to your mind? Exactly. Are they women in that field? Well, I hope so. But the reality of it is an overwhelming statistics is men. Are men rather. So exceptions does not cancel the rule. You, my friend, must begin to think in that terms. Nobody started with all the advantages. More tools will be found along the way. They won't be found at the initial stages of the journey, but somewhere along that path, God putting up different power ups to aid your journey. Take Ronaldo for instance. He had to start playing by using hand-me-down jerseys to oversized boots. Then he graduated to Sporting, and I don't know the full history, but eventually life got better. Imagine him saying, well, when I can afford a good jersey, I would begin to play. Perhaps you and I would never know his name up until this day. So I don't know why I'm emphasizing on this point. Perhaps there's someone watching me. There's a burning desire. There's something you always wanted to do, but you're waiting for something to change. I'll start when I get that camera. Use your phone, clear up fucking stories. You think I started this YouTube channel with a camera? Review my old videos. I started with my mattress on the floor in a very hot atmosphere, coupled with the fact that this country is hot. I say to my billionaire friends humorously that Nigeria is a place where you don't need to go to the beach to apply tan. Just apply the substance, have a normal walk, and you start releasing those melons. Humorous story, but the will to do it. One of the ways you aid this law is by reading books. It is chiefly through books that we intercourse with superior minds, their spirits pouring into us. So read books, not to be an academia or to be this guy who's just read. No, to stimulate your mind, to broaden your horizon. I'm currently in a country where we don't see supercars on the road. The average man's aspiration is to get a Mercedes from 2015 and have two kids with a loving wife, and it's okay. Imagine being in a country that is bankrupt of dreams and desire. The average billionaire here, I mean real billionaire, not forex billionaires here and there. Of course, God is helping them, but billionaires are over 50. And when you cross a certain age, your taste changes. As a man of that stage or a man in that stage, instead of getting a Ferrari, you would opt for a Range Rover or G Wagon, something huge. So there's nobody, there's no template of reference, there's nobody the youth can look up to. Every single person now in our demographic is a scammer trying to purport some coin or some massive scam to the populace. It's annoying. So read books that stimulate your mind, broaden your horizon, tearing down status quos and limitations. Promise to keep this video concise, and it's my responsibility to see that this year you are filled with so much value and knowledge that you will then apply, moving you from point A to point B. As always, my friends, pleasure speaking to you. See you in the next one.